Hi, I'm going to show you how to work with Python scripts on the Dardel HPC cluster for the course Intro to Python for HPC, which is provided by NICE. So looking at the table of content here at the left, we are gonna work with Python scripts. I'll tell you why, and we're gonna create a Python script and run a Python script. And we'll do so, those who do so by also taking a look at the documentation of your HPC cluster. So this is Dardel, so that's PDC. We'll see how helpful that documentation is in creating a Python script and running a Python script. Scripts are very useful. You definitely want to use a script. The alternative is that you paste your Python commands like line by hand every time. You don't want that. Also, you can share those lines of Python to your colleague. You put them in a file and then you share the file. Also, you absolutely need them for heavier calculations. You can't just do a light calculation by copy pasting it in the interpreter, unless you are very wasteful with resources. Good. Let's take a look at the exercises. So we're going to take a look at exercise 1, create a Python script. Go to the documentation of your HPC cluster, then answer the questions below. If you cannot find any helpful information, use the UpMax documentation about Nano. Okay? So let's take a look. We are going to go to Dardel. I have Dardel loaded here, there. Let's see if there's, I'll remove everything here just to make sure that it's clear there. So I have empty folder. And we need to create a file called hello world.py. So for this we need the Dardel documentation. So I'm gonna do Dardel documentation PDC. I add the word user documentation to go to that documentation. So here I think there's a quick start, log into Dardel. I think this is UpMax. Here, PDC Center. We're going to search for create file transfer, file system, Python, create your environment. We create a folder, maybe here, creating and editing files. Let's take a look. Copy file, move, rename. Maybe we need to search for the word editor. That's a helpful one too, because we will be needing an editor. Let's do editor. Maybe on introduction, let's take a look. I'll look for the word editor. There. Text files can also be edited locally using text editors like Nano, Emacs, Vim. Besides that, is the word Nano mentioned twice? No. So in this case we're going to follow with the UpMax documentation here, because it doesn't show how to use Nano. It's also quite basic to use Nano, but so you can imagine it's not being there. But UpMax, they did document how to use it. So this is how Nano looks like. It's a text editor. A bit old school, but it's quite easy to use. It's recommended for beginners. So this is how you start Nano, and this is how you start Nano to edit a file. So this means to create this file, I need to nano with that file name on Dardel. So I'm going to do this. On Dardel, I'm going to type nano space hello world.py. Let's do that. So this is on Dardel. Nano hello world.py. So on Dardel, Nano is not found by default. You need to do module load nano. There. And now you can use one of the simplest text editors in the world. So here I've created, so now this is Nano, this is how it's running. And this is the file name it's working on. Here are some keyboard shortcuts at the bottom. Next step, copy paste the following content into the script. Let's do that. Copy this. Here with Ctrl Shift V, there. Let's take a look at the next step. Save the script. So in Nano this is called write out. This is old school for save. And this notation means Control O. So I do Control O. And asks which file name do you want to use? Do you want to use the same one? Yes, I want to use the same one. So I press enter here. It says, well, dear user, I just wrote one line of text to that file. So that's done. Next step, close the text editor. So that's Control X. I want to see it here. Control X. There. Next step, verify that the script has its contents saved. So there are two ways. One is to start Nano again. And there we see indeed this is the content of the file. I press Control X again to go. You can also cat hello world. To cat is like the Linux command to print the content of a file. Good. Next step. Run a Python script. For your favorite HPC center, find the documentation on how to run a Python script. Search for a maximum of 5 minutes. If you cannot find it, the UpMax documentation shows how to run a Python script, and then run it. Alright, so at PDC I'm gonna search for Python script. So this is Python, okay, that's maybe a good one. Singularity, basic writing shell script, answers and examples, batch script, to the games, how to run jobs, how to submit jobs, walk, job arrays. Alright, so I think it's in Python. This is our best guess. Let's see. What the table of contents. So general information, minicon, I don't care. Activating the base, I don't care. Creating your own Python, I don't care. Install minicon, installing Python packages. Nope. Create Python, how to load Miniconda. Alright, it doesn't document how to create a Python script. So we're going to use the UpMax documentation. So I'm going to paste the link here and I'm going to follow that. You can run a Python script in the shell by Python and then the name of the file. Alright, so that's quite easy. So that's the Python hello world. Notice that I have never loaded a Python module yet. So if I don't do this, it will still work. It will be, however, an older version of Python. If I do module load Python, maybe it needs to be with a big P. Now I have a newer version of Python, and if I run it again, I see exactly the same thing, but from a newer version of Python. With this, I have showed you how to work with Python scripts for the Dardel HPC cluster, for the Intro to Python for HPC course, which is provided by NICE. With this, I wish you a very good day. Bye!